I remember when I interviewed Fat Joe.
Yeah.
I remember this was maybe 2019, right? Maybe about 3 years ago. And we were talking about the term suck my dick. And he said, right now, if a man told me to suck his dick, I'd stab him right now at my age with my children and all the money and businesses and everything else like that. I can't take that. I would stab that person if they said it to me. What is it about the word suck my dick that gets people so riled up? I don't understand it.
But you say it, you know what I mean? You tell another man, suck my dick.
What does that even mean, though? That's like...
That means suck my dick. That means like it's a different type of thing, bro.
But that don't even sound appealing.
Probably
like, you know what I mean? Like
disrespectful shit they invented to say.
Like, yeah, he sucked my dick.
I mean,
give me a high five.
Not justified.
Okay.
Not justified in court. You know, you can't go to court and say, yo, he said suck my dick, so I killed him.
It's some jail shit, right?
I'm going to be honest with you. If somebody told me suck my dick right now in this hallway or something like that, I would stab him up or something right now. Like, I'm just being honest with you. I would really, really hurt this
Those
guy.
words are that serious to you?
Yeah, those are serious to any real nigga. Like,
if someone told me to suck their dick, which people have said before, like, you know what I mean? I'm like, whatever. I don't give a shit. I think it's silly. Like, you know what I mean? To say something like that. It doesn't bother me at all.
Right.
But everyone's different and everyone's going to react a certain type of way. And people have died over that term and people have laughed over that term. And lots of stuff in the middle.
But
so,
there's one constant when you got a brother, you got a guy like Poe. He's never wavered from being Poe. Because this person is coming. Because he's dealing with, he's like, no, this is how I do business. So you got, that's him. So I can say, hey, Poe, can you be nice to Vlad? He wants to do. Can you not say go fuck off?
Listen, I didn't care about that. Like, it's just is what it is.
You brought it up.
No, I brought it up because it's now part of the story.
Right.
But it wasn't like, and I still want to do the interview. And I was like, all right, if he's saying fuck you, like what number does he want? Because at the end of the day, for me, it's a business situation. Like, there's not a lot of situations you can pull up.
I understand what you're saying.
Yeah.
But see, everybody be doing this, throwing these Country Wayne numbers out. And he's like, well, where the money at? Country Wayne made $900 million in a week. Vlad's got to be at
5,000?
$1,400 billion. Because everything's polluted with bullshit. So he don't know what's this. He don't come from this.
Yeah.
He come from the brick and mortar.
Look, and the interesting part about all this is that, I remember the story started to come out. There was this whole article that came out with this white dude that was his best friend in Maine, right? I don't know if he ever talked about this guy to you or not, but when he got out of prison, he got put in witness protection in Maine, and he became friends with this like regular white dude to the point where they bought the same trucks together. They went and barbecued, they went on trips and everything else like that. And he could have lived out the rest of his days and died of old age had he just stayed in Maine. But he could not let go of the Alpo thing. He had to go back to Harlem.
Listen to me.
He had to
Alpo,
be Alpo. He had to be Alpo again.
Poe was Poe. We have friends around him. Man, don't move like that. But he was going to be Poe no matter what we said.
Yeah.
Trust me. Yeah. Maine was the shit. It's quiet. But it ain't for Poe. He's like, no.
Yeah.
No, I want, but I don't fault him. That's just him. Some people are scared. To going out like that, man. It was a blaze of glory. That's how he was never scared of nothing. Nothing.
Yeah. And listen, he went down as a very polarizing figure, probably the most famous drug figure out of Harlem of all time now at this point. I mean, shout out to Rich, to Rich Porter and AZ Faizon, but the Alpo story sort of just eclipsed everyone just because of the over the top nature of it. And I did a whole interview with AZ and we talked about the whole thing. Listen, AZ's daughter celebrated, because AZ has a kid with Rich Porter's sister. So they were celebrating when Alpo died. They were popping bottles. And,
but then
again, this is the guy that killed their father and their daughter's father. So, so it's like, you understand why this happens.
See, I like to not talk because I wasn't a part of that. Yeah. That was their business shit.
Yeah, you came later. Way later.
Well, I don't talk about that because I have no idea.
Yeah.
I wasn't there. I wasn't a part of it.
You had no illegal activity business with Alpo whatsoever.
We never, ever.
Exactly.
And we talk about it. We talk about, we were in Vegas and he came to see me in Vegas. And he said, he says, I want to jump out of an airplane. I was like,
I've done that.
I was like, for what? I was like,
single scariest. Well, up to that point, I had some scary shit happen later on, but up to that point, it was the scariest moment of my life, jumping out of an airplane. Absolutely terrifying.
He did it, and I was like, karma must be working for your ass, because I would have never did that. We laughed.
All the shit he did.
We laughed, but there was one part where we was at the house, and you can see him going, taking it in, going, I jumped out of a goddamn plane.
Mm-hmm.
But that's Poe. That's how I leave it. Like, that's Poe. The other shit, I don't. How many friends I have that are, like I said, about that from that life, that I would have to go, well, this nigga hated this nigga and this person shot this,
Yeah, man. Well, listen, like I said, if that's your friend, I'm sorry for your loss. Clearly, people had differing opinions about him. Some people, they got
different
type of way.
If Dale Hughley's your friend, you pop his ass, motherfucker.
That's my friend.
I've been knowing Dale way longer than you.
You feel about him a certain type of way. You feel about a certain type of way, but that's my friend. Not still my friend. That is my friend.
Listen,
I rock with Dale Hughley.
Man, I'm the one that told Dale Hughley. I told Dale, don't take your ass to that hospital because you gonna leave with something you ain't got. He took his ass to the hospital, and then next thing you know, he falling, dropping out on stages.